Hey, yo, man, what's good, YouTube? What's up? You know what I'm saying? I'm back, you feel me, with just some random videos, you feel me? Today I'm ready to 10 dark cartoon theories that will ruin your childhood, bro. I'm just starting to react to stuff that, like, I'm obviously, y'all know I love anime, but I'm just reacting to stuff I usually watch on a regular daily basis, bro. You feel me? Like, shit that, like, that pop up on my shit and just catch my eye. Like, this right here, that shit catch my eye, gang. Like, I don't, bro, I'm really into conspiracy theories, all that type of shit, you feel me? What the fuck?
Cartoons are
But,
perfect entertainment for
uh,
growing children. With
my bad game, but yeah, I'm really into, you feel me, the conspiracy theories and shit like that. So shit, I'm about to check them out. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been doing some research. Courage the Cowardly Dog, bro. Y'all probably even know it's based on a real story, game.
zippy
Some
music
crazy
and
shit. But without
outrageous
further ado, though,
action,
let's get
they
into this
hold
video,
kids'
man.
attention and activate their imaginations.
We're gonna
Some
see.
shows work to entertain kids and their parents by subtly adding in some very mature themes. Paying close attention to some cartoons can get dark. From a broken fairy family to bossing around babies, here are 10 dark cartoon theories
I
that will
want to see what they
ruin
gonna say.
your
They probably say
childhood.
something crazy.
Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell for more amazing videos every day. That being said, let's begin. Number 10. Fairly Odd Parents, Double Troubles. Timmy Turner is a neglected boy with a very active imagination. The show centers on the misadventures of Timmy
Why you gotta
and
be
his
neglected?
magical
Damn.
godparents who grant his every wish. Cosmo and Wanda are loving godparents. However, their interference in Timmy's life usually goes wrong. It's not a far stretch to think that Timmy created them from his imagination because he doesn't get enough love, support, and guidance from his cold parents. But why are they so distant? Some superfans think Mr. and Mrs. Turner are wounded by a tragic past. There are subtle hints that Timmy wasn't the only child born to the family. Timmy may have had a twin sister. Here are the clues. In the episode Channel Chasers, we get a future look at Timmy's family, and he's got twins. Having fraternal twins is a hereditary trait, meaning his mom could have carried twins. If you listen carefully to the dialogue, you'll
What type of
notice they
picture
call
is
Timmy
that?
their only son, not necessarily
Duh.
their only child. Plus, look at how outrageously large his mom is in this flashback. There isn't a lot of material out there to cheer up bereft parents, and maybe creator Butch Hartman has used 16 seasons of The Fairly Odd Parents to help the people he cares about deal with loss. Number 9.
That's crazy,
The
though. I can see it,
Rugrats
though.
are imaginary characters. This next theory makes more and more sense the longer you think about it. Rugrats centers on a group of babies that play together in their small neighborhood. We take
Yeah.
for granted that all kinds of cartoon characters normally wouldn't talk. Animals, even cars have personalities in the animated universe. But Rugrats is so low on cartoonish action and high on realism, it does stick out a little that the babies talk. The only kids big enough to talk are Angelica and Susie. Consider this. Angelica, clearly a troubled child, made the babies up in her mind for someone to talk to and terrorize. How is it Phil and Lil are both identical and fraternal twins? Maybe Angelica doesn't understand the biology and just rolled with it. The Pickles, Tommy's family, is dysfunctional. The patriarch Stu compulsively builds toys
Hey,
in
these
his
theories be
basement,
making
a
sense,
plausible
though.
obsession for
It's
a
making
bereft
sense.
dad.
I'm not even
Same
gonna lie.
with Chucky's family. Chucky's dad, Chaz, is neurotic, and we know that Chucky's mom died in a car accident. Angelica's only real friend is Susie, who maybe tolerates her out of pity. Number 8. SpongeBob's hometown is the bomb. Bikini Bottom is a tight-knit
Oh, I heard
community
this.
at
I heard
the
this
bottom
one.
of the sea.
I think they
It's
said
home
like
to
a
SpongeBob,
they
Patrick,
they are
and
centered
all
on
the
like a
other
nuclear thing or something like that.
one fan theory insists that this world is so crazy as a result of fallout from a nuclear explosion.
Yeah.
The US colonized a group of isolated islands in the Pacific Ocean called Bikini Atoll, anglicized to Bikini Atoll. In the 40s and 50s, the US used these beautiful tropical islands to test bombs. 67 nuclear weapons were detonated there. The name of their town
Damn.
is one coincidence. In fact, the scandalous skimpy swimwear, the bikini, was named to piggyback off the controversy of the bomb testing. The other commonality supporting this fan theory is the constant explosions and the specific familiar form they take. Explosions on SpongeBob SquarePants look remarkably like the footage of the Bikini Atoll explosion. Sometimes this silly show makes such bleak points about work and life, it seems possible it could be a dark tribute. So did the radiation make all the characters so wacky? Maybe the pineapple symbolizes a fallout bunker. What do you think? Number 7.
The pineapple?
Toy
Nah, I don't know
Story
about that
3
one.
equals World War II. Toy Story is a fun, lighthearted story about friends trapped together, owned by something massive compared to their size. The premise is already a little macabre. Before we talk about Toy Story 3, look back at the first 2 movies. They take place during the space race, and the changing times drive the conflict between Woody and the new guy, Buzz Lightyear. In the third installment, Andy's ready to go
I
off
wonder
to
how
college,
they gonna
so
say this
toys
relates to
ponder
World
their
War II
fate.
though.
Woody rallies the group and gives a speech, which drama buffs can confirm is unusually similar to a scene in The Pianist, an award-winning Holocaust movie. Not a coincidence.
You're not gonna scare
Okay,
us.
I never seen the P in this, so I can't say that's wrong or right. I don't fucking know. I never seen it, so I don't know.
After this, Buzz suggests they go hide up in the attic, a common place for old toys, but also the famed hiding place Anne Frank and her family spent years in while hiding from persecution. The story follows a clear Holocaust allegory. The world turns its back on the toys, and they're packed tightly together and carted off to a daycare. The daycare represents the concentration camps, a place where the toys are sent to die. The toys are neglected, abused, and even incinerated once broken. That's dark enough, but there's a huge visual cue telling us to think deeper about what's going on. There's a world map in all 3 movies, with the map in the third version showing some unfamiliar borders. Knowing how many people work on animated films, especially Pixar films, the inconsistencies can't be an oversight. History
I
buffs
don't
who
know.
have pondered the
I don't know
changes
about
to
this
maps
one.
between the sequels.
Y'all tell me how y'all feel
speculate
about this
World
one.
War between 2 and 3. The similarities are too close to
Damn,
overlook.
boy.
There are guards, privileged prisoners, all the horrors. The only major difference is the happy ending. In Toy Story 3, the gang is saved by the aliens, reunited with adult Andy, and adopted by a new home.
Yeah.
Bonus theory. The ending isn't quite what it seems, and the toys didn't make it out of the incinerator. Maybe they perish, have one last spiritual encounter with Andy, and enter toy heaven. Number 6.
That's wild.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Friends
I
forever.
think it just I heard this
Ed,
one.
Ed, and Eddie,
Think
along
like
with the rest of
everybody
their
dead and
gang,
stuff like that.
explore every square inch of Peach
I
Creek.
bet.
Just some carefree friends playing for a seemingly endless summer, or lost souls thrown together to not quite suffer for eternity. You only have to watch an episode to know that these kids have less than perfect lives at home. But maybe there's deeper symbolism at play with this show. They might be dead in purgatory.
Yeah, I
Let's
heard
think
about
about the
this one.
evidence. Why are all of the main characters' tongues dark? Maybe it's not from candy dye, but the pallor of death. The show never leaves the cul-de-sac, and the summer vacation never ends. Not even at the end
They
of the
did leave the
season.
cul-de-sac though at one
Somehow,
time.
these kids seem to be
I think they
from
go get
different
Eddie brother and
eras.
shit. I think
Ed
we
is
finally seen him.
reclusive and loves
I
monster
think.
movies. A total
Ed
50s
brother.
kid. Now for the second Ed, Double D. He's plagued by endless post-it notes with chores to do from his parents. Not quite a torture, but not exactly paradise since he's never thanked by them. He never removes his hat. Could he have suffered a horrible accident or died after unsuccessful chemotherapy treatment for his cancer made him bald?
No, they talking about he got cancer. What the hell?
80s kid.
Nah, I
His
never heard
brother
that one.
Tormented him, we find out at the end of the series. The only time they leave Peach Creek is the only time we meet him. Could
Yeah.
this be that they left purgatory to visit hell? Number 5. King of the Hills paternity plot. This show about a quaint Texan dad and his neighbor buddies is chock full of slow burn jokes.
My
and
nigga
smart
Hank Hill, I haven't
references.
heard about the
Watch
King
a
of the
few
Hills
episodes
forever.
And you can't miss the truth about the neighbor boy Joseph Gribble. It's painfully obvious that John Redcorn, Nancy's longtime lover, is the real father. Obvious to
Yeah.
everyone but Dale. At one point, conspiracy happy Dale rationalizes his son is so different because he's an alien. Whether we're laughing at Dale or taking pity on him, we are falling for the writer's misdirection. Just as Dale is oblivious about Joseph's parentage, audiences were slow to pick up on Bobby's real father. We all know Hank has a narrow urethra, but have you ever noticed that Bobby doesn't resemble Hank very much? physically
Okay,
or with his
where we going with this? I
personality?
never
How
heard
about
this
the way
one.
Peggy gets annoyed whenever Bill's around. One time, Bill confesses he and Peggy were intimate in a moment of weakness, to which Hank replies, "No, you didn't, Bill." We laugh at Dale for being oblivious, while the writers are laughing at us. We knew creator Mike Judge was a genius when he created Beavis and Butthead, but sweet lady propane, did he ever get us
So
this
Bill
one?
is
Number
Bobby
4.
dad, bro?
Who Framed Roger
Hold on,
Rabbit
bro.
is
Hold on, bro.
historic.
Hold on, bro. Nah, we not just going over that, man. We're not just going over that. We're not just going over that, bro. Hey, look at B.O., bro. Bruh, hell no, man. Hell no, bro.
Accurate.
Hell
Kinda.
no, bro.
Audiences got
Tell me
more
what y'all
than
think,
planned
bro. I
on
don't know.
watching this live-action cartoon hybrid. A silly romp about clear in the name of a lovable misfit quickly turns into an allegory for institutionalized racism. The parallels between Toontown and America's dark segregationist history are undeniable. When you watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit as a child, it hurts to see humans hate cartoons. Toons, they call them, and you understand that's a slur. Judge Doom executes cartoons at will. Older kids might understand that's lynching. Watch as an adult and you understand the whole premise is about systemic racism. Judge Doom
I never really
has
thought about
nobody
that, to be
stopping
honest.
him from dissolving guilty Toons in his dip, and his plan to dismantle the Toons trolley to build a highway for rich people is the pure lawful evil you can read about in human news today. Even our human protagonist, Eddie, wants to believe that the residents of Toontown he's friends with, like Roger, are some of the good ones. The fact that Eddie struggles with his unnatural attraction to Jessica Rabbit makes this theory hit you like a pie in the face. Number 3.
I never really thought about that
Hey
one. I don't
Arnold
know.
is a
I feel like
show
that's kind
about
of a reach a
Helga.
little bit, but
This one doesn't take much evidence to make you consider it could be true. As kids in the 90s, we took for granted Arnold being the protagonist. His name is in the title. But who is actually saying that? It's always Helga. At first, Helga is the villain of the show, always bullying Arnold and calling him football head. Her unrequited love is the main constant throughout the show.
I think I
shows
heard
with
this one.
bullies
I think I heard
rarely,
this one
if
before.
ever, show their home life and explain why they're bullies. Nelson from The Simpsons has a neglectful family. Roger from Doug has a neglectful family. The Fonz, say it with me, had a neglectful family. It's a repeated trope that her father calls her only the girl, and both favor her big sister, Olga. For just a bully, that's a lot of backstory. It's unhealthy to teach kids that when someone's mean to them, it's because they like you. This cartoon takes this idea on directly. Eventually, Helga did confess her true, intense, poorly
I remember
directed
that.
feelings for Arnold. Number 2. Zazu is a traitor. If the line, "I've never seen a kind of
I never
horse
heard
with
of this
quite
one
so
either,
little
okay.
hair," is hinting at anything, along with a lot of Zazu's lines in not just the "I just can't wait to be king" number, but the entire film, it's that Zazu really does not like the idea of Simba being king. The most noteworthy line is, "If this is where the monarchy is headed, count me out, I won't hang about." It seems pretty clear that Zazu would willingly rebel against Simba if Simba were declared king. Because of this, some fans think Zazu may have worked with Scar, communicating off-screen, and helped him pull
Nah, I don't
off
think
his
he did
plan
that.
to
My nigga
dispose
Zazu
of
ain't do
Mufasa
that.
and drive
Zazu
Simba
ain't do that,
out.
gang.
Adding to the theory is that when Nala and Simba enter the elephant graveyard, Zazu comes to find them, but Scar was the only other one who knew where they would be. Number 1. Inspector Gadget is a replacement for a deceased man. Some people think Inspector Gadget is more than just a cool robot policeman. Some people think he's actually the second Inspector. These theorists believe
Why do you think
Inspector
that?
Gadget was built as a robotic replacement for a human inspector who lost his life on the job. But here's where things get more interesting. The original inspector did not lose his life. He went missing. And upon finally returning home, horribly disfigured from the ordeals he experienced, he sees a robot living his life and snaps. He became Dr. Claw. Has
Hell
this
no.
list changed the way you remember your favorite cartoons? Are you gonna go back and watch them again now that you're older and wiser?
Hell no,
Also,
bro.
check out our other cool stuff.
But that was 10 dark cartoon theories. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. Comment more videos down below. Please hit that sub button. If y'all want to react to more stuff like this, let me know. I definitely will. Bro, I watch this shit on a daily basis anyway. Like not like when I'm not recording nothing like that. Like I watch this type of shit. You feel me? So if y'all want me to react to this, I can do that easily. But yeah, bro. I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one. Simp out.